of Portland in the West Coast area. We're on I-84 East, making our way up now through these grades, looking at where they had a few little forest fires run wild. A lot of stuff got burned up through here in various places, taking in all this beautiful scenery. We are definitely on our way to Wyoming. We had a load going to Belvedere, Illinois. They canceled it on us. Man, this whole side of the road burned up. Both sides, all the grass gone. Coming into Dallas, Oregon right now. They had a little bit of a forest fire on this stretch for about the last 10 or 15 miles. Luckily, they got it put out. Hopefully, nobody got hurt. We are making our way through God's country here. Oregon has got some beautiful, beautiful scenery. Fun of it all. Luckily, the traffic ain't too bad out here on 84. We left all them idiots in Portland, Oregon. So we are definitely enjoying it. Taking in this nice scenic ride. We're going to find somewhere to get off, do a 30. We won't try to knock half of this Wyoming run out today. That way we can get over there sometime tomorrow afternoon. Now, there's the local adult shop. Spooky's Restaurant, the big town of Dallas, Oregon. Got a lot of towns up and through on this river. I think I called the Columbian River, the Hood River, something of that nature. Not really sure which. Probably some good hunting and fishing up here. Thank you, Walmart. Said you in a big ass hurry. How you doing, Brian? I'm on I-84 East, buddy. I-84 East in Oregon. We finally got off the West Coast. Fred Meyer there, they own Kroger's now. Ain't that some shit. Oh look, there's a riverboat. Brian, I don't think too much of California drivers. You got some good drivers and you got a bunch of total dumbasses. But that's anywhere you go. Old riverboat, old paddle wheel boat. Thing look good though. Well, Kevin, when your allergies ain't cutting up, it makes a difference. When your allergies are having a chaotic attack, and there ain't much you can do about it. Well, that's it, Brian. I mean, I travel all over this country. I see good drivers and I see bad every day. More bad than I see good, no matter where you go. Y'all feel free to hit them like buttons. Bye. Appreciate it, buddy. We got her all washed up yesterday before we left out of Portland. She got her a good bath yesterday. Got all that California Mojave Desert dust off of her. Yeah, we are definitely going to enjoy the scenic ride today on I-84. Dude, we find us a decent rest area or something to duck off in. We're going to duck off to a 30. And when we do that, I'll get outside and show some of y'all how good the truck looks, since them boys at that Blue Beacon in Portland did a fantastic job. I ain't found anything they missed. So they did a good job of shining those little red's ass up, making her look good for the highway. Come on, crack monkeys, get the fuck up the road. Like, damn, Unify, won't you get the hell out of the way so people can drive? Well, that's good news, Kevin. I feel warm and fuzzy all over on that one. We're coming by the Dallas Dam right here. Big old sucker too. I got a bunch of different dams on this river. This Dallas Dam just one of them. Oh, I ain't been down that way in a little minute, Kevin. How you doing, Bill? Yeah, well, it's only 6 o'clock over here, Bill. That sun ain't went down yet, but she's working on it. Yeah, Bill, one of my nephews over there in St. Roberts, Missouri said it was piss ripping and flood and hailing over there down on I-44. So hopefully if I was originally supposed to be coming all the way through that way going to Belvedere, Illinois, but they canceled that load on it. Yeah, but that's the thing about it, Bill. You in Central and I'm in Pacific Mountain Time. I'm in Pacific Time over here, West Coast Time. So I'm 2 hours behind you. Once I get over into Wyoming. How you doing, Robert? I ain't seen him. So I don't know, buddy. I don't know if he missed something on there or what. How you doing, Travel? Good to see you. Old big train full of containers. It's got Hub Group Snyder on it. Oh, I seen a Swift. Surprised it ain't slam full of JB Hunt and Amazon. I guess get a dip of 30 right there. We'll take care of that in a minute. We're a little bit elevated right now. We can see out over the river. Yeah, this is that I-84 scenic ride through Oregon travel. This is a big one, big ass wide river. I doubt we make it out of Oregon today. But we're going to knock a big chunk out of it. We definitely going to knock a big chunk out of it. Well, that's the whole big thing about this page travel. We go a lot of places that people can't go or ain't never been to. So that's why we enjoy bringing it to them. We got a solid mountain straight up from the ground right out. That'd be yes and no there travel. How you doing, Ronald? Welcome to I-84 in Oregon. Yeah, Bill. You can definitely have you a ball climbing the mountain there. I don't think the police would like you doing it in case you fell off and landed in the middle of the road. That would be the only drawback. But yeah, I'm in Oregon on I-84, Kenny. Eastbound through Oregon, just left Portland a couple hours ago. That same one, he had him a customer on that westbound side. I've been pulled into one of the Oregon chicken coops too. They were being assholes and making everybody cross the scale. Heard that, Mark. Well, just be careful, brother. Yeah, this landscape in this country is fantastically beautiful. A lot of people don't realize just how beautiful this country is, every square inch of it. The only thing that makes this country suck is that some of the dumbasses that live in this country. The only people out here can screw up such beautiful scenery. That's the sad part. Yeah, I see some lights flashing. On the westbound side, looks like. Got another blue light special. So when you ask for a Smoky Bear there, travel, there he is. I heard that, Mark. So that's the second westbound Oregon State Trooper that I've seen. Y'all can't speed out here even though you think you can. Them Oregon boys will bust your ass. And that little dude looked like he had an ego attitude from hell anyway. You could tell his young ass was an arrogant little shit. Probably another one of them that got his ass whooped every day in school. Now he wants to be a prick because he got a badge. Definitely enjoying the scenic ride. Excuse me. But now everybody can see just how much my allergies was aggravating me for the past few months. How you doing, Sandra? Welcome to the Oregon. Welcome to the Columbia River Gorge. We are right by the Columbia River. Yes, ma'am, we done fantabulous. We're all back West Coast, and we're on our way to Wyoming. After spending the damn weekend on the West Coast, which I did not want to do. Oh man, travel will a whole lot better. Yeah, around the 23rd of next month, travel. We'll be going in, taking a break, celebrating my loving wife's birthday. They're back behind us, Sandra. Don't worry, we'll run back into the wilderness of Oregon before too long. Oregon's terrain changes so much. You go from trees to this, back to trees, back to this. Oh, we'll be back in the trees before too long. Don't worry about that. Oregon's got a lot of trees. Now, we was in the Mojave last week, going out to California. Right now, we are in the mountains of Oregon. Way north of the Mojave there, travel. We left California and went straight up into Oregon and Washington State. Did a 3-day delivery. Did a delivery Monday night, Tuesday morning, and Wednesday morning. And we caught this load this morning and we're on our way out of Oregon. We are managing to get 7.5 miles a gallon. Yep, G8, G6. We on 84 East. Running next to the Columbia River. Yeah, that's the way it is up here on I-80. Only time you run into bad traffic is if you're in a major city like Portland. Y'all remember I shot some video reels not long ago whenever I blew my radiator hose. We come out right here at this 104 exit. This is Biggs Junction. We got on the interstate right here to go deliver to Walmart up here in Oregon here a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it's definitely a good highway there, G6. It's in good shape. Avon, Oregon's actually took pretty good care of it. Oh yeah, Sandra, it is a beautiful river. I'd love to come up here and camp out on this river and go fishing. We done passed by one locking dam. Eventually come up on the second one right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got a lot of salmon up his way. Them salmon do migrate up this river out of that Mississippi. Be coming up on the John Day Dam. That's a mouthful. Yeah, I have too, G6. I've seen some big ass eagles out here. Yeah, travel, that's it. It's right up there off to the left. Little stretch called Rufus, Oregon. Last time we come through here going to Walmart, they had two of the spillways open, letting some water out. I ain't got time for clowns today. Wasn't even going to address him, I'm just going to put him off the page. Go find somewhere else to be stupid. Ain't got time for children pretending to be adults. Looks like they got all the doors closed today. Welcome to Rufus, Oregon. Oh, well, it wasn't no kid. It was a grown person acting like a kid. They got a whole little campground right here next to the river. That would be cool. See a lot of campers out there. Yeah, travel, I did too. A big basset hound named Rufus. Never seen a basset hound climb a fence, but I seen that damn dog climb a fence. I seen him climb up and over a 4-foot chain link fence one time. A little short-legged basset hound. Old Rufus was a motherfucker. Couldn't figure out how he kept getting out the yard. Little bastard kept climbing the fence. But the only way I could keep him in my my chain link fence yard, where I was renting a house, I had to buy him a collar that had hooks on it. So every time he would try to climb that fence, he would get hung in it. Couldn't get over. But I ain't never in my life Seen a dog like that climb a fence. And I would have never knew it if I hadn't been sitting on my front porch drinking some coffee and watching his ass do it. Yeah, they got all the spillway shut off. No, they got one open. They got one blowing some water. That's the John Day Dam right there. I can believe that trouble. I've seen dogs get up, taller dogs get up on over ladders and everything else. I just had never seen a short-legged basset hound climb a fence until I seen that one. But like I said, hell, we taking this scenic ride, gonna try to get as far as we can go tonight. I don't know, he may have traveled. He may have. He got out 2 or 3 times. I always caught his little funky ass shortly after he got loose. He couldn't run very fast with them short legs. Yeah, Marvin, we loaded up, headed to Wyoming, brother. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Got our little red machine washed and cleaned up. Got our load on board and we are rolling. How you doing, James? I've got some frozen vegetables and some frozen fruit. Got a little mixture. Going to Wally World in Cheyenne, Wyoming. That's it, James. The fun of it all, brother. Got away from Portland, Oregon and I-5 and got away from all the idiots in traffic. We can actually ride in peace for a while. At least till we get the boys out of. Oh, mercy. We got 26,000 pounds of fruits and vegetables. All broken. Now, we done had the oil change. We ain't due for another oil change yet, Travel. We had an oil change just a few weeks ago. We had an oil change around June. We ain't due again for a minute. Please specify what you mean, travel. We change the oil about every 50,000 miles. Now we won't do for another oil change till around October. Because I usually average about 10,000 miles a month, give or take. 10 to 11,000 a month. So about every 5 months we do an oil change. Well, these big diesel engines ain't like a gas-powered car. You ain't got to change it every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. You go broke. It costs $500 to $600 to do an oil change on this truck travel. This ain't no $50 and $60 and $70 oil change on your pickup. This is a $500 to $600 oil change every time you pull into a shop. How you doing, Blind? Yes, sir. The fun of it all, y'all. Mighty Columbia River. Alrighty, Blind. Hey, man. Glad you enjoying the ride, buddy. Yes, sir, Marvin. Oregon is a beautiful place. Very beautiful. The only thing that screws Oregon up is Portland. Portland's a nasty mess. But the Oregon countryside is fantastic. I don't remember who in the world you talking about, Travel. You'd have to be a little more specific on that to refresh my memory. Jim, we headed to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Oh, okay. Don't have a clue, Travel. Don't have a clue. He probably doing all right. what to tell you about. Thank you, Cabbage. This is I-84 in Oregon. We run it right next to the Columbia River. I appreciate that travel. Hell, Marvin, it can be a month. I can stay out a month to 4 or 5 months. Just depends on how I feel. I'm doing 60 miles an hour. Which is the speed limit for trucks in Oregon. Cars can run 65, trucks have to run 60. How you doing, Michael? Leon, how you doing? Well, Marvin, all my kids are grown. Hell, I've already got 2 granddaughters. Everybody's married, dating or working and doing their own thing. The only thing in the house is my old lady, me, and the dogs and cats. So, this is how me and my wife stay married. I ain't up her butt 24/7. If I was at home more often, we'd probably be divorced. Because I'd get on her nerves and she'd get on mine. She keeps our black lab and the cats with her, and I bring the chocolate lab with me. Oh, I run Reaper. I run Reaper or Dry Van, whichever one they send me. A little bit of both. Okay, Kevin. That's cool. Me and the wife tried that being at home all the time bullshit when we first got together. Then I started driving trucks. And that made the marriage better. We still had a marriage. We still loved each other, but we fought tooth and nail every other day. No, we ain't had a biscuit in a minute. Depending on where we end up, we may have one in the morning. How you doing, Pink Cat? Welcome to Oregon. Welcome to the view of the Columbia River. That's where we're riding right beside it. How you doing, John? We done spent a whole damn week on the West Coast. We took a load out to Cali, took a load up the West Coast into Oregon and Washington State. And now we're on our way out of Oregon, headed to Wyoming. So we've had a pretty eventful week. Now I'm going to tell y'all, there's some weirdos on that West Coast. There's some strange people. There's some decent people and normal people, but there's a bunch of weirdos running loose over there. Last time I seen shit like that was the last time me and my wife went up to the French market up around Bourbon Street in New Orleans. You can see a few weirdos up there, but it ain't got shit on the weirdos on the West Coast. Clement, we speak English on here, and a whole lot of you do. But put it in English, brother, please. I respect your language, but make it where everybody can understand. Yeah, Kevin, you're right. Oh, Kevin, we stay out of that northeast, brother. Or the furthest we go up that way is the lower half of New York State. Just across the line. We don't go very far past that. I think the furthest I've been was up around Albany, and I won't go back up there. Yeah, Vicky, it's beautiful out this way. Old Oregon's got some beautiful scenery, love. Definitely make you appreciate Mother Nature. Yeah, CB, we own 84, brother. Eastbound and down. We have Blaylock Canyon. Of it there, fine. If they go to school, they learn to speak English, and they immigrate legally, got no problem with them. If they go pay their dues at school and learn how to drive here. If they're over here on a work visa, they need to be jerked out of the truck and sent home. And that's just the bottom line. How you doing, Kevin? Been driving 15, 20 years. They're damn good drivers. But they came over here. They learned they can speak English. They went to truck driving school, learned what they had to do, and they have paid their dues on the road. And they, for the most part, are good drivers. The ones they brought over here on work visas, they didn't have to go to no school, and we don't need them on the road. Bottom line. Yeah, but travel, that flip-flop truck driver don't just apply to them. There's a lot of American truck drivers, young cats out here They ride around with their feet up on the dash and flip-flops on just as well as they do. I hear you, buddy. All I can tell you is don't get caught by the DOT. DOT gonna put you out of service and catch you without any shoes on. How you doing, Rev? Welcome to I-84 in Oregon. Excuse me. That damn sun going down behind us caught that mirror just right made me sneeze. I feel you, bye. A lot of folks done got out of it. I'll probably get out of it when they pry my dead ass up out of the cab of this truck. As long as I can drive, as long as I can pass the physical, I'm gonna drive. Anyway, the cup goes. Even if I win the lottery tomorrow, I'll probably still be right out here running this big red Peterbilt. Oh, lovely. How you doing, Wayne? Well, here we go. Fixing to hit the Snyder babies of the highway. At least they have redone this highway pretty good. It's pretty good and smooth. One of the better highways out this way. Yeah, that's it, CB. I love driving these trucks. There's a lot of things that I know how to do that I love doing. Driving this truck's just one of them. I've probably got 2 or 3 dozen things that I can do besides drive this truck that I quite enjoy. My flying lesson. I ain't took no flying lessons yet. Daughter and the wife been talking about doing that. So that could be in the next notch in the resume. Never know. Me and my wife might get a wild hair up our ass and go get our pilot's license. I hear you, CB. Well, I'm not a big fan of heights, but I can deal with riding in a plane or a helicopter. Welcome to Arlington, Oregon. Sign says rough bridge deck ahead. That we don't know yet, CB. Don't know yet. Probably won't make it out of Oregon till tomorrow. But we're gonna try to get it down to. I'm gonna at least try to run another 4 or 5 hours if possible. Now stop and do this 30, see how many hours I got left. We'll see where we're gonna end up. Probably be a rest area somewhere. I wish you quit staring me down. We ain't stopping. But you can get that out your little microscopic brain. Alright, man. You have a good one. Okay. Speed limit has went up. Now we can do 65. First down speed limit sign I've seen in a while. Yeah, CB, that's the Columbia River. We've been riding next to it for a pretty good while. In fact, we've been riding next to this river ever since we left Portland, Oregon. I bet you, Richard. If I quit doing this shit right here, I'd probably be missing it too. I don't care to hear that name on my fucking page. So, leave that peckerhead's name off my page. This ain't no political page. That river ain't got nothing to do with that motherfucker or anybody else in Washington, D.C. Hopefully not, Richard. Hopefully not. I don't think it's got that bad on the Cabbage patch yet. I think we still got a little while. We running pretty light, so we should be able to run up that Cabbage patch with no trouble. Don't jinx us with that. Yeah. Not that I don't know how to throw chains, I just don't care to. Damn that bullshit. How you doing, Sing Sing? Yeah, we doing just fine, buddy. How you doing, Pablo? No. we ain't around Baker there, Jim. We're coming into, we'll be in Boardsman in about 20 minutes. In Pendleton. We on I-84 in Oregon. Just taking in the scenery. Looking for us a good little rest area pull off to do a 30 in. See how much time we're going to get back and see how much further we can go. I would like to get it down to 1 day drive today. When I park up, I want to be able to get up in the morning and make it all the way to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Which we should be able to. No, saying I ain't. You never had that problem because when the weather gets bad like that, I shut my ass down and I don't move till the highway's clear enough to ride on. Yeah, you're right about that, Kevin. Yeah, finally got off the West Coast, buddy. Finally. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. I've only got my butt in a bind a couple of times in bad weather like that. And I do my level best to park it and sit until they get everything cleaned up. And I don't give a damn who's screaming on the phone talking about a delivery. We can't get out and drive safe, we don't get out and drive. If it's gonna require us to throw fucking chains every time we hit a hill, we ain't gonna be driving until the road clears up. And they can just reschedule the load. Bottom line. We got enough idiots to get out there and run like a bat out of hell in that shit. It costs 80 to 100 something car truck pileups for no fucking reason. Crackhead jackass. Always got to be on somebody's side of the road. Nope. I ain't got no reason to do that shit, Sing Sing. No reason. I'm not going to drive 40 tons across nothing that's froze over and got water underneath it. Ain't going to happen. Have no fascination whatsoever in that bullshit. That's one of them situations that it ain't for me. Ooh, mercy. How you doing, Garland? Oh, CB, shit. I've been to a bunch. I'd say it'd be probably based around 40 to 45 states. In 13 years. I've been in New York State, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, North and South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Arkansas, Nebraska, Kansas, Texas, Louisiana, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, California, Oregon, Washington State, Wisconsin, Minnesota. I ain't never been to Montana. I ain't been to North and South Dakota in a truck. I ain't been to Connecticut, Maine, New Hampshire, or any of that shit. It's a lot easier to count the ones I ain't been to than the ones that I have. The only time I've ever been up in the Dakotas, I went up for bike week, but I wasn't in a truck, I was on my bike. Oh, I've been all over that area, Kevin. I ran Dollar Tree over in Jonesboro and all around that area for about 6 years. Pretty much, CB. I can pretty much count the states that I ain't been to on my hands without pulling my shoes off. I heard that, Kevin. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with Arkansas. There really ain't much wrong with any of these states except for the assholes in charge of running them. That's where the only problems come from. I was born and raised in Mississippi, but I've lived in Florida, I've lived in Georgia, I've lived in Texas, Louisiana. Shit. I've moved around quite a bit, but I've spent most of my time in Mississippi and Louisiana. Yeah, CB, that would have been a lot easier, brother. We ain't been to Montana. We ain't been to North and South Dakota. We have not been to Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut. No. Out of 50 states, there's only 6 that we ain't been to. Well, we ain't been to Hawaii, 7 states. 7 states I ain't been to. Alaska, 8. I ain't been to Alaska. So, out of the entire United States, there's only 8 states I ain't been to. Had to kind of narrow it down. We've been around probably about 40, like I said, 40 to 44 states, 42 states. Yeah, Rhode Island, Vermont, Massachusetts, yeah, got about them. I don't really count any of that shit as states. They ain't big enough. I hear you, Kevin. I'm gonna duck off up here to the Loves. Find us a little spot and do a 30. Get stink ball out and let her go to the bathroom. Then we're gonna see where we're gonna end up. Yeah, CB, I don't count New England. Damn dispatcher sent me a load one time that had the initials NE. And I called him up. I said, I know this load ain't going to New England. He said, no, it's going to Nebraska. Okay, well, we'll take that load. I said, because if it was going to New England, we ain't doing it. I look at it like this, there's enough 40 other states to run in. I ain't got to go to them states. I don't do Montana and North and South Dakota because there's a lot of shit going up there, but there ain't nothing coming back. They're basically a dead zone to get free. This motherfucker. Alright. See what kind of time we're gonna have coming back. Okay, we'll have 6 hours and 2 minutes. We should be able to knock out doing what I want to do, and I'm fixing to take stink ball right over there to the grass. Calm down. Sit. Sit. Sit down. we'll get you some water. Just hold on. Yeah, James, we live. Until you finally made it. We are live, James. Y'all pardon me for a minute. Welcome to the YouTube, James. Let me go get her some water and then I'll be right back. Alrighty. Got this little worm jug filled up. She got plenty of water for tonight. And hopefully we can keep alive, boy. I'm going to take y'all in with me because I'm going to grab a couple of things. Because I got something to eat tonight. Just so anybody that ain't seen the big red demon, this is our Birdie Peterbilt. They did a good job on getting her washed and cleaned up in Portland. Got her all shined up. Well, I'm glad you made it on here, James. How you doing, Black Jesus? Ooh, mercy. How you doing?
Doing good. Just a screen?
Yeah. Just a little something to nibble on tonight.
It's gonna be $15.27. And are you using points?
Yeah, but I doubt there's anything on there.
You have 96 cents.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That ain't enough to worry with.
Your receipt?
No. You got any bags?
Yeah.
Please, ma'am. Make it a little easier for me to tote.
Yeah.
That is too funny. Hopefully I'll get it.
Yeah.
Ooh, mercy. Fun of it all. Alright, Landstar, don't fuck up and hit my damn truck now. You scratch that red Peterbilt there, buddy, I'll scratch your head. Thank you, Tim. DK, how's it going? Why do you keep putting that rope in my damn seat? Dude, this ain't for the dog, this is for me. Crazy dog. She is a whole hoot. Yeah, I got some more chips. Relax your titties, kid. Relax your titties. We're going to have to ease out here and bun to somewhere. Finish up our break. Appreciate it, Tim. We traded in a T680 Kenworth on this truck. A T680 that was halfway paid for. So I'm gonna go try to find me somewhere to ease around to, because we can't ease out that exit right now. But I need to finish the 30 up. Trying not to go too damn fast and throw myself on the book. Got to keep it under 5 miles an hour. So maybe we can keep the live going till we can get out of this fucking shitty ass service area. I'm gonna ease up here beside these two and go around the damn building. This dumb motherfucker. My car shouldn't be over here, dude. Once we finish up our 30. We're out of everybody's way. Ooh, mercy me. That sun is going down, y'all. We still got about 15 more minutes to finish up this 30. So, it is what it is. We did have fun with the Facebook Live while we were getting loaded. Which I still got it by the seat. We were shooting blinds that snuck in the truck. We were shooting blinds off the mirrors. Everything else. So we had a bug hunt today on the Facebook Live for all those that was involved in that. I can't stand flies. And this damn bug assault, this is the shit to get rid of a fly. Piss on a fly swatter. Now shotgun blast their ass. Occasionally get out and walk and look around the corner to the backside of the shop. There ain't nobody there, we might ease around to the backside of the shop. So let's go see. Yeah, that'll work. We can get over here on the backside of this damn shop. Be out of everybody's way. Do these last 15 minutes and get on the road. We ain't gonna be staying. We just getting ourselves in a position where we can get out of here. Well, I'm gonna hug the curb. That way we ain't blocking up the road. While we do the rest of our 15 minutes. Then we can go right around the end of the shop building there and go right back out. Oh man, oh mercy. Yeah, Travel Monkey is gonna be a nice night. We get these extra 3 hours back. We're about 14 hours away, so we can run at least 5 out of 6 hours. We'll be able to get to Cheyenne, Wyoming tomorrow afternoon. So I'm gonna check with dispatch in the morning. Now I got a 34 in up in Roseburg, Oregon. I got 49 hours, 42 minutes on my damn 70 right now. How you doing, Whisper? Greg? We're trying to get this 30-minute break in so we can get out of here. Right now we're about 1,000 miles from Cheyenne. And I've only ran 244 miles today so far, and too damn early to park up. So here in about 12 minutes we'll have 6 hours and 2 minutes back, and we're gonna roll it. Got to knock us out at least a 600 mile day. Yeah, traveling. Boy, she was loving that. She had all day Sunday and 3/4 of Monday to play in the field. She loved every minute of it. She was a happy dog. Happy dog. Yeah, no joke. How's he gonna get out the window and bark at every damn body and wake all these people up that's asleep. Luckily, while we was doing that 34, I changed out the damn hose clamps on my radiator hose and got the damn drip to stop from where these pecker heads at this shop right here, the two little boys that changed my hose right here at this shop, they broke my damn hose clamps putting them back on. And I thought that they may have cut the hose too short, but I changed the damn clamps out, snugged the new clamps up, and it ain't leaked no more. You through waking people up? You through being a crackhead? Huh? Stop. Yeah. So, that's one less worry on my mind. So we're gonna try to run another 5 hours. And wherever we end up, we'll try to find us somewhere to park. We're about 3 hours from Ontario. That's 215 miles. Got about 9 minutes. I'm trying to figure out what this turbine Suburban is doing. Why are you backing up? Dude, you can drive straight through. What a moron. Now he's gonna risk hitting the shop. Y'all look at this dumb shit. He's gonna risk hitting that trailer, that tire trailer in the damn shop. Trying to squeeze through there, even though he could have drove straight ahead. Yeah, you probably right, Travel. You probably right, brother. Yeah, Traveling Monkey, you right about that. I try to keep extra stuff on here. I got extra glad hands, all kind of shit. Valve, glad hand rubbers, you name it. We always try to stay somewhat prepared. I'm gonna pick me up a couple more of them clamps. They about 15 bucks a piece. Just in case. Thank you, Yoda. Appreciate it. We'll be getting back on the road here in about 7 minutes. We had to do this little 30-minute break. Get out of everybody's way. Yeah, we got okay, Yoda. We ain't delivered yet, brother. We just got this load this morning. We'll be in Cheyenne, Wyoming tomorrow. We're gonna try to make it as far across Oregon as we can. We may end up in a rest area, you never know. That's why I grabbed me a extra thing of that pre-cooked chicken, I got a pack in the refrigerator, but they give me 2 packs. Got me some French onion dip, some chips. I may have me some barbecue chicken sandwiches tonight. Never know. I may cook me some sweet peas or green beans. And have me some barbecue chicken. Never know. I don't know yet, Kevin. I'm going to be harassing them tomorrow morning about that. They're going to have to get me something. They're going to have to get me something and backdate it. Or give me a damn load swap when I get over there. Let somebody else deliver this and I'll take their load somewhere else. Yeah, I ain't never stopped in there, Traveling Monkey. I've said I was going to do it a dozen times, but I ain't never done it yet. I've probably been by that place probably 100 times. That's just like that highway 80 truck stop. Only time I pulled in there, I went to the Streak and Bacon right next door to it and went and picked up a load. I wish you quit staring at me like I got something for you, because I ain't got shit for you. You gonna wait. We ain't done yet. We still got some riding to do, so quit working my nuts over here in that passenger seat. No. Stop. Well, I don't want to tell you, Eddie. I'd much rather live in Texas than California. But that's my opinion on it. But good luck to you. Yeah, well, traveling anything better than McDonald's now. Got 2 more minutes. I hear you, Traveling Monkey. Got a bunch of exes in Texas from my damn oil field days now. I watch where I go over there. Don't want to run into none of them. Got to damn these screens down before we get on the road, so they ain't blinding me. Well, that's a good possibility, Traveling Monkey. Very good possibility. I'm getting close to the end of my 30, and here comes the crackhead cruise. Urban Suburbans trying to figure out somewhere to shoulder their trucks because they can't back up. Y'all gonna sit here and have a turban wrapping committee or what? Come on, doofus. Figure it out. Get the hell out of the way. So he'll be happy to see me move. I'm going to go home around the 23rd of October there, CB. Alright, we got our 30 in. Time to get out of here while we can. Let's get started today. I got my load this morning, and we ain't run but 244 miles since we got loaded. So I'm heading my way across Oregon as best I can. Come on, crackheads, get out of the way. Y'all fucking running around lost with all these open parking spots. Amazon. Like, goddamn, get the fuck out of the way. Dumb and stupid. Across Oregon as I can get, Douglas. I want to get it down to a one-day drive for tomorrow to make it to Cheyenne, Wyoming.
One-quarter mile right on I-84 East.
So we're going to do our level best to get as far across Oregon as we can get.
Turn right on I-84 East.
So if I can make it to Idaho, that'll be great. Kevin. We'll see. We shall see. If I can get another 5 hours in, I'll be happy. Oh, I know hours coming back there, CB. We had a full 70-hour clock while we were on the West Coast. We did 34 waiting to deliver that load that we brought out of Cali. So we ain't running no recaps. We on our 70-hour clock, which we got damn near 50 hours left of. So we can run the rest of this week on into next week before we even gonna be seeing any recaps. How you doing, Dennis? How you doing, Dennis? Y'all going there? We got crack-headed service here in Oregon. We had to do that 3-stopper up the West Coast, so we end up getting parked up on with enough time to do a 34, get our hours, all of our hours back, and start fresh with a 70-hour clock Monday night. We won't be back on recaps till sometime Monday or Tuesday of next week. about goddamn YouTube. Kick us off. A little bit of technical difficulties with this crack-headed internet out here in Oregon. Even though we're in the middle of a town. Still gonna have some shitty service. Absolutely fantabulous. A lot of warehouses right through here. We do a lot of delivering out this way too. Last time we was over this way, we was in Hermiston, delivered to the Walmart distribution over there. It is finally getting dark in the west at 8 o'clock at night. I know the further east you go on 80, 84 here, the rougher the road gets. We're gonna see where we end up tonight here in about 5 hours. That'll put us down to about a 9-hour drive to Cheyenne for tomorrow. If I was running paper logs, I could be there at about 11 o'clock in the morning. But we ain't running them old paper logs no more. They got us on these ELDs. So we can run another 4 hours and 50 minutes. That'll put us down to about 9.5 hours. Thank you, Travis. Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate that. There's a good chance we probably won't end up at a truck stop. We'll probably end up at a roadside park somewhere. But we're going to at least try to bust out 550, 600 miles. We ain't shutting it down early today. old oversized. I didn't think you was supposed to be on the road after dark with that big son of a bitch. I don't think he's supposed to be on the road with that big bastard. Not after dark. How you doing, Johnny? Luckily. Alrighty, Robert. Appreciate you coming on both lives, brother. How you doing, Mr. Johnny? Welcome to I-84 in Oregon. Eastbound and down, we headed to Wyoming. Finally off the West Coast. We're grateful for that. We've had enough of Weirdoville for 1 week. I tell you what, some of these youngins I've seen on that West Coast in Oregon, between Oregon and Washington State, in California, if they were my children, and I seen them out in public, dressed and wearing their hair with all that wild shit, I'd shave their damn heads. Right there in front of everybody. No, Douglas, I'm going to be driving for about 4 hours and 47 more minutes. We went and picked up our load at 11 a.m. this morning. We sat there being loaded for three and a half hours, and we've been driving ever since then. We left that distribution center at about 2:30 this afternoon. So we've already been driving for the better part of almost 5-6 hours. We only have an 11-hour drive clock, so we're going to be doing about another 4 hours, 45 minutes, and we're going to be looking for somewhere to park. It's 7:54 here, James. I'm 2 hours behind you, buddy. 2 hours behind you. Pacific time's 2 hours behind behind Central. Mountain time's an hour behind Central. Then you got Central time, and then the East Coast is an hour ahead. You got 4 time zones. I'm in the Pacific time zone. You're in the Central. And some of y'all are in the Eastern, and some of you are in the Mountain. So all that's got to be factored in when you plan a trip. If you're in the Pacific time zone and you're headed to the Mountain time zone, you got to stop and think. You got to add an hour to that time. How you doing, Shannon? Welcome to Night Riding in Oregon. The sun just went down on us. I'm gonna tell y'all something. There's a TA coming up here in Hermiston, Oregon. And that son of a bitch is a pain in the ass son of a bitch to get in and out of. I do not recommend stopping at it for a rest break or to spend the night. It stays full 24/7 because you got a Walmart distribution right down the road from it. So it stays full. I'm probably gonna cook up some of them barbecue chicken breasts in the microwave, season them up, cook them up, make me some barbecue chicken sandwiches. Have that and some chips and dip tonight. By the time I bark up, I'm not gonna really feel like cooking a whole hell of a lot. I had me some turkey sandwiches for lunch while I was getting loaded. That, Douglas. Hell, that sounds good. There ain't nothing wrong with that. So I've got to get around to making me another grocery run. I'm down to bare minimum in the truck right now. But we'll get one in sooner or later. Mercy. Y'all city, y'all. But we still got a long way to go. Now, if we do get too tired or get super sleepy, we will shut it down. We will shut it down. But until it gets to that point, we gonna roll it. Get over for Bob Truck Charlie coming on with his rider truck. Like I said, I would like to get another 4 hours and 40 minutes in, but no guarantee. No guarantee, y'all. We'll only do it if we can safely do it. If we get too tired, we'll shut it down. We'll pick it back up tomorrow. Right now, James, we are 980 miles away. $980 miles to Cheyenne, Wyoming. Pretty damn good long ways. Yeah, sir. Far enough we can't do it tonight. At 980 something miles is about 13 hours and 45 minutes. That's right, Kevin. That is right, brother. How you doing, Mike? Welcome to I-84 in Oregon. We finally off the West Coast. All righty, Travis, you have a good one, buddy. We'll see you on the next one. Just remember, keep your sunny side up and the rubber down, brother. We'll see you on the flip. Oh yeah, Mike. We great, man. We got a load, got the hell off the West Coast, so we in good shape. Got the hell away from Portland, Oregon, and all that crazy shit. We wish we would have got the load that they had coming out of Vancouver, Washington. We would have been on our way to Belvedere, Illinois. No, Scooter, I don't need no toothpicks. Don't need no drugs and no dumb shit. I can handle this rig straight down the middle without any help. We trying to, Mike. We trying to, brother. Sometimes I think them planners and dispatchers are working against us on that. They seem to take a well-laid plan of the week and screw it all to hell. Before they canceled our 2,000 mile load, we were getting our bus ready to make this 2,000 mile run to Illinois from Vancouver, Washington. But they canceled that load. Stuck this Cheyenne, Wyoming load on us, which it ain't bad miles. It just takes us to a dead area for freight. So either way the cup goes, we got a deadhead a long damn ways to go pick up a load. Scooter, I'm running a Cobra 29 Classic. No, she ain't been peaked and tuned yet. I hadn't had an opportunity to pull her out of the overhead and take her into the CB shop and get her peaked and tuned. That will eventually happen one day. And I ain't decided to pull my kicker out of the storage shed and put it in here yet. That may be up for another day. But I'm running a Night Rider LTD Cobra Classic 29. And I got a regular 29 LTD Classic back there in the storage compartment for a backup. Well, sometimes, James, just depends on where you're going. Sometimes you can run either or pretty good. Sometimes you get in the bind either way. I prefer running most of the days because it's a lot easier to sleep at night and not have the damn sun blaring in your face through the windshield. I don't pull the curtain between the seats because this dog is back and forth from the front to the back all day and night. Front porch, I got a load of frozen vegetables and some frozen fruit. Got 2 different orders going to Wally World that I am on. Corn on the cob, lima beans, peas, potatoes, all kind of stuff. Pineapple, mango, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. A little bit of everything. Yeah, James, pretty much. Now, Crackhead and his little tourist man's gonna get off his ass and start driving. I gotta meet up with old Backwoods sometime or another out here on the road. He's got some window blinds for the front windshields and the side windows of this 389 that he's gonna give to me. He sent me pictures of them. So as soon as I can run across him out here, I'll have a way to black out the windows without having to pull them curtains between the seats. Alrighty, front porch. We're gonna do our best. He gonna speed up, now he gonna slow back down. He needs to take his Yasser Air Fatmobile somewhere else. Them some butt ugly little vans. Hey, speeding up again. Lester, you gonna make me give you that fucking horn if you don't quit slowing down in the goddamn road. You gonna drive. But don't be a pain in my ass out here tonight. Cause my crazy ass will put your bitch ass in the ditch. Fucking stupid ass bastard. He slows down one more time, I'm gonna put it right up on his bumper with his air horn. Always a damn bug. I hear you, Vicky. It feels like that sometimes. I've had a lot of ex-girlfriends and ex-wives in my life, and I don't miss a damn one of them. I know that kind of mean, but I don't. There's a reason why they call them an ex. I had good times and bad times with all of them. But if I had to do it all over again, who knows? Might not have would have happened. Because every one of my ex-wives, I had to fire their ass. They couldn't handle the job position of being my wife. The one I got now is the only one I've met that is actually can handle the job. Took me a long time to find her ass. That's the reason why the woman I'm with now, we got two businesses together. We co-own two businesses together. Took me a long time to find a woman to get to where I could get myself where I wanted to be. All the rest of them couldn't fill the job position, so they got fired. They wanted to reap the rewards, but they didn't want to put the work in to get there. It hurt my heart that my third ex-wife passed away here back last year. I hated it for her sons and her family. Never wished her no ill will, but it is what it is. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Well, it feels like that sometimes, Vicky. Thank you, Leaves. Welcome to Trucking with Uncle Jeff. Right now we're on I-84 in Oregon. Click along. Gonna be running up and down these grades all night. Well, at least for another 4.5 hours. We're gonna try, buddy. We're gonna try. Well, James, I didn't learn my lesson after the first one. I got married to the first one. We got divorced. I married the second one. Had some kids. Had a one-night stand in between the second and third marriage. Had another kid that I didn't know about until after I was married for the third time. We got divorced, and I got remarried to the woman I'm with now for 13 years. First marriage was 5 years, second marriage was 7 years, third marriage was 5 years, and this marriage has been 13 so far and going. Actually, it's 14 because we met in 2011. So we've been together 14 years. Basically been married for 12 to 13 of the 14 years. ain't going nowhere and I ain't going nowhere. So we just gonna ride it out. We get on each other's nerves, so we make a perfect match. I know what she wants, she knows what I want. So as long as we both do what each other expects of each other, we'll be in this till the end. There's gonna be a lot of wide open dark highway tonight. Oh, Marvin, we a long ways from I-80, brother. Long ways. A little over 400 miles at least. I be you, James. My wife's sharp as a tack. That's why me and her butt heads so much. That's why me and her can't be around each other for long periods of time. We're both smart. We both know we're smart. And when two smart people are up each other's butts all the damn time, they tend to get on each other's nerves super quick. We get on each other's nerves. Her temper and my temper can get pretty violent. How you doing, muscle man? First couple of years we were together, we had some hellacious knockdown, drag out arguments. Wasn't no hands on put on each other, but it was some close situations. But I take that back. She slapped me one time in 14 years. And after she done that, I told her, I hope you got all of it out your system. Don't you ever do it again. And she ain't never done it again. Well, hello to Turkey. Welcome to the United States. Welcome to Oregon, the great state of Oregon. So me and her got a mutual agreement. We can fuss and cuss at each other, but we don't put our hands on each other. Well, James, I'm a Taurus and my wife's a Scorpio. You can imagine the fire coming out of my house. Well, I'm bullheaded and stubborn and she's full of fight and fire. people say that a Scorpio and a Taurus can't make it go together for very long. Well, me and my wife are living testimony that they can. How you doing, Alfonso? Welcome to night riding on I-84 in Oregon. On our way to Wyoming. We are coming into Pendleton, Oregon. Big town of Pendleton, Oregon, out in the middle of nowhere. I know it looks big on the horizon, but it's not that big. From point A to point B, coming in and leaving Pendleton is only about 3 or 4 miles. You just got to drop off this grade. So we trying to watch our speed. Never know about barring that 5 at the bottom of the hill. Thank you, Alfonso. Good to see you again, buddy. We still got to go up and over Blue Mountain. Yes, there's more than one Blue Mountain in this country. You got one up in VA and you got one out here in Oregon. How you doing, Skyler? That Jervis of bourbon up there gonna learn a hard lesson, folks. Old Barney Bass waiting on his ass down there. You don't come up in hauling ass in no truck. These son of a bitch, these Oregon State boys that get your ass. Burger King. Home of the Whopper. Home of indigestion and heartburn. like I said, we're gonna be running a lot of grades tonight. Goober head done went flying around just down the hill, can't climb the next. So you are definitely an ignorant son of a bitch. Wait till the last minute to get over for a truck on the shoulder. You an idiot. Get up on that damn thing there, Saipan Sam, or you gonna keep playing with your dick? Like I say right now, we're gonna have a fun time with his ass on these grades. Especially going up that cabbage patch. We're gonna walk the doors off his ass up that cabbage patch. I already tell right now, after he come up that grade as slow as he got, his ass is gonna screw up starting up that cabbage patch. But we are going to make a valiant effort to get our time to delivery down to 9 to 10 hours. Over our head travel crossing. I ain't never been in there. They say it's pretty nice. We may make a chance for one day when we're out here, we may swing in there and see what they're about. like he's headed over there. He hates that this damn highway done got a little rough. Yep, we fixing to go up a grade, y'all. Fun of it all. That's right, CB. Welcome to the Cabbage patch. How you doing, Garland? Yes, sir, Bob. That's good, darling. Well, we basically been climbing the Cabbage patch for a little minute. Ain't no easy way to pull this grade. You just got to hold her to the floor and pray. I done dropped 3 years there, CB. We still on the beginning of it. Because we doing below 45 miles an hour, and by law I have to put my 4-ways on. Not the blinkers, it's the 4-ways, buddy. Anytime you climbing a grade in a big truck, everybody know that you're truck on this grade. Now we done dropped 4 years. Had a lot of traffic, Portland, Oregon, Marlow. Lost a lot of time. Time we made it to Broadman, Oregon to the Loves, we had only ran 244 miles. Yeah, I'm running about 40 there, CB. It's more interesting running up this Cabbage patch in the daytime than it is at night. Now we picked up that fella up front of us ain't moving very fast. This Cabbage patch whooping his ass. No, he's running real heavy. Yeah, Amazon, you sure wish you had a better truck, don't you? Yeah, CB, old Cabbage patch is a motherfucker now. We still going up, buddy. We ain't made it to the top yet. We back down to 14. I got 15. See if we can hold it this time. I don't know. We still going up. I may have to drop it right back down. Going up this Cabbage patch, you can always tell who's super heavy and who's super light. Oh, transmission temperature is fine. This transmission was built for this kind of shit. Shit, that damn transmission ain't even breaking the sweat. Damn transmission running about 160, 170. Hell, the engine's only running 190 on the coolant. 600 horse Peterbilt, brother. This Peterbilt lives for this shit. We almost to the top. I hope y'all got to ride with us up the Cabbage patch after dark. Right, CB. Yep, I run the jake brake on the downhill. My jake brake stays on all the time. Overheated that truck. This dildo brain gonna try to pass me with somebody else on the side of the road. Fucking crackhead. I appreciate that, CB. That Cabbage patch heavy and light. That's all I bet you ain't no joke. This next exit takes you to Dead Man Pass. I ain't gotta tell you why it's called Dead Man Pass. Fucking Amazon. Shown him was a turban suburban crackhead. Just by the way he was driving. Those dangerous pieces of shit on the highway. I figured y'all get a kick out of that uphill climb on that Cabbage patch. That damn needle on that transmission didn't even move. I heard that, James. We got quite a few red 389 Peterbilts over there. Back one of them's 3936. My truck's 3935. But I have seen the sister truck to this truck up there at the Oklahoma City yard. Yep, CB, that's what this truck was built for. He was built to pull a load. Light or heavy. Mind you, ain't got 26,000 pounds of freight, but we didn't get, the slowest we got up the Cabbage patch was 35 miles an hour. We averaged about 40 to 43 up the patch. About another 3 hours, 48 minutes. We can run a little over another 200 something miles. Yeah, not right off the top of my head, sure there, CB. Still a pretty good little ways. Probably a little over 200, give or take. I'd have to pull up my Google Maps to see that. How you doing, Tangley? Come tonight riding on eastbound I-84 in Oregon. It's really more interesting in the daytime than it is climbing up it at night. There's some pretty awesome scenery on that, going up and down that Cabbage patch. Yeah, CB, we're going to be rolling through Spud Field tomorrow for sure. Reason why I said we'll probably more than likely end up in a damn rest area because it's going to be so late tonight when we get marked up. All the truck stops will be full. My parking's probably going to be a rest area. Welcome to Beecham. Yeah, we'll see, CB. We're going to figure it out. Yeah, we're good on cigarettes. We're good on drinks. Good on something to eat, so it ain't gonna matter. Just gonna see where we end up at, that's all. Not if I can help it, CB. I've only, in 13 years, I've only done that maybe 3 times. And I didn't have no choice because I was slam out hours. Coming out, dragging the nuts, going up a grade. Makes a whole hell of a lot of sense. Well, I won't do the off side, but the on ramp side, I will pull off in one of them for a last resort, but I won't do an off ramp. Because people flying off the interstate ain't slowing down for shit. That's where about 75% of the accidents on and off ramps happen. Crash 13 miles ahead, use left lane. Lord have mercy. How you doing, money? Somebody done had a wreck up there. Go figure. We try to avoid that situation at all costs. Like I said, 13 years, I've maybe done it 3 times. Never done it on the off-ramp side, but we've always done it on the on-ramp side 3 times, 13 years. So that's a good track record. Yeah, we ain't got much service up here on Blue Mountain now. So it's gonna be a little ippy-dippy. Unfortunately. Right now we're running across the summit of Blue Mountain. Yeah, I've seen them do that too, CB. That's just fucking clowns. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate it. If I get my way, I'll be in Cheyenne, Wyoming tomorrow night. If I can get my way and they bump my appointment up to Saturday morning instead of Sunday morning, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. I'll park my ass out there on that shoulder just before Walmart's driveway like I always go out to deliver. Yeah, CB, I left Kansas one day with a load of furniture going to Manassas, Virginia. I made it up there, I picked that load up. I was out of hours when I dropped and hooked that load of cabinets for a remodel on an apartment complex. They had it scheduled to deliver delivery at the construction site, and told him, I said, I can be there Friday morning. And I took my time. It was a 1,300-mile run. And I left out from Kansas a little bit after midnight, did a 10-hour break. And I left the edge of Kansas, just above Joplin, Missouri. And I was sitting in, I was in Richmond, Indiana, Thursday afternoon, or Thursday morning. Did a 10-hour break in Richmond, Indiana. Could have been sitting in Manassas, Virginia at 6 a.m. Friday morning. But he told me that if I could get it there by Friday afternoon, he would get me unloaded. So So I slept in a little bit, because at that point in time, from Richmond, Indiana to Manassas, Virginia, I wasn't but 8.5 hours away from the delivery. Well, I got up, slept in a little bit, got up, and I showed up over there about 3 or 4 o'clock that afternoon. Got unloaded, dropped down into North Carolina and picked up another load and went back to Texas. And I did a 1,300-mile run basically in a day and a half. My dispatcher asked me, "You think you can have it there Friday morning?" I said, "Absolutely." And I could have at it there Friday morning by 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. But he wouldn't take me till that afternoon, so. That was a load I had to pull into a apartment complex that it wasn't brand new. They were just remodeling some of the units. And I had to back through everybody's parked cars from the main office and the main driveway. I had to back that KW all the way to the far end where they had their staging area for all their storage and shit. And the thing about it is when I got there, everybody was getting off work and getting out of school while they was unloading them cabins. There ain't no helping that, BC. You only can run 11 hours a day, brother. Best advice I can give you is when you do your own duties, your own duty delivery, you go on duty for about 10, 15 minutes. That way, no matter if you're private owner. I'm an independent contractor, yeah. But you ain't gonna cheat them ELOGs other than shaving time here and there to make sure you don't bust out, run out of your 14-hour clock out or your 11. But other than that, you ain't gonna get no more time than what's allowed. 11 hours a day. Just ain't gonna happen. Not on no ELOG. Now you can run some illegal shit by unplugging your ELOG going on paper logs. But if you get caught, you run it for more than a week. And then you ain't got a repair bill for your ELOG being down. MDOT's gonna eat your ass alive. You ain't 16 hours on no ELOG. How fast you can drive is irrelevant. You're not going to run 15 to 16 hours a day on no ELOG and be legal. When you get caught, they're gonna suspend your CDL. I can promise you that. Might be a little mindful what you broadcast over the internet, buddy. You never know who's a DOT on the page watching. Well, the only way you're running like that's with an agricultural exemption. You ain't running no other way out here, not over the road, without ELOG unless you a bull hauler or some shit like that, something dealing with agriculture. Yeah, I know, CB. That's why I had to call bullshit on that one. Even with heavy hauling. The only way you ain't running no ELOGs with heavy hauling is your ass is staying within 150 miles of your terminal. We can bullshit all day long, but you ain't gonna bullshit a bullshitter. How you doing, Chris? No, we ain't in LA. Buddy, you can save that bullshit for somebody that'll buy it. Because you shooting shit straight out your mouth so straight and so hard that it can't. No, Chris, I ain't in Louisiana either. I'm in Oregon on I-84, buddy. You know what he is there, CB. That's why I told him he was so full of shit his eyes was brown. You might bullshit somebody else on the internet, you ain't gonna bullshit me. Oh, I know, CB. You know it, I know it, but you gotta give him an F for trying. That's all we can say. A big F- for thinking he was gonna pull bullshit over here. He was born in the dark, but it wasn't last night. That's a guarantee. Hell, we ain't but 113 miles from Ontario, Oregon. Hazel loves there in Ontario, but we already know it's full. Shit, I learned all the tricks that you can use on Elog the first year I was company driving. I know how to stretch my 70-hour clock and all that out to last me for a pretty good little minute. And I'll set myself up to run recaps with no trouble. But all of y'all have seen that. We got our 34 in down there in Roseburg, Oregon, waiting to deliver that West Coast load. I'd been on recaps for 5 weeks. Come on, little car. Well, after coming off to going up them grades on Cabbage patch in that Blue Mountain, we back up to about 7 miles to the gallon. We were down to about 4.8, 5.3 going up the grades. We're getting about 7 to the gallon right now. Mercy. Fun of it all. She's over in the passenger seat. Curled up like a little cinnamon roll. She's ready to EAT. be happy till we do. Have mercy. Well, as long as I spell it and don't say it, I'll be in good shape. She ain't figured out how to spell yet. Thank God. Smart ass dog. Other than that, she's got a very, very, very complex vocabulary of words. I hope not, CB, or if she ever learns how to spell, I'm screwed. I won't say nothing or spell nothing. That is a guarantee. They got a rest area right here, but hell, we still need to do some more running. Right now, we 12 and a half hours away. Even though there's looks like some room in there, maybe. It might be full. Yeah, but full. But the rest of them are out here on the shoulder. That's 2 gears now. That's 3. Some steep ass fucking grade, y'all. I'm gonna try to be on both there, CB. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try to do a back-to-back like I did today. There's 4 gears down. We probably gonna cut this one after we get up and over this grade. We probably gonna shut the YouTube for the night down, and we'll probably be back tomorrow and give it enough time for them to post. Yeah, this is a little steeper than the Cabbage patch. The only difference is this one's more straight up and over than it is in the Cabbage patch. What makes the Cabbage patch so bad is it's a lot of S-curves in it. This one's just a steep grade. This dude in front of us is running all off the road. Come on, stupid. Fucking dickhead. Fucking dumbass in a four-wheeler. Instead of getting up on it and passing me, he gonna get right up to my damn bumper and stop. So he just got a trailer put in his face. Yep, Kenny, that it is. But we have been on here for a pretty good while today. Don't try to speed up, Mr. Truck Driver. You should have been doing that to start with. I'll show you what this Peterbilt will do up a hill, buddy. She can run a hell of a lot harder than you. Maybe this Dingleberry four-wheeler get his ass on up the road. Instead of being a dumbass. Alrighty, CB, we basically be calling it a night here in a minute. I'm gonna take me a little break, get this live a chance to post up. That way we'll be ready to do what we need to do tomorrow. We done been on here for a pretty good while. Well, thank everybody that's joined in on the live today. Just remember, if you like the channel, we try to be live every day, between Facebook and YouTube. Encourage y'all, if you followed us on YouTube, want to come follow us on Facebook, look up Jeff Mashburn on Facebook. You'll see this red Peterbilt in the picture. Click on the following button and follow us on the Facebook and the YouTube back to back. We appreciate everybody's support. Y'all have a beautiful and blessed night. And old Uncle Jeff is going to chill out and ride for a little while.